My 33M sister, 30F, is upset I am not sending her stepdaughter to private school. My sister had a child early and her partner at the time decided to leave. I helped a lot out with the child and consider him my own. I told him if he did well in his classes I would send him to a private school. From a young age he seemed to have an affinity for sciences. At the age of 8 I decided to transfer him into a private school. He excels there and I'm very happy. Right about after he moved in she got married and had a stepdaughter. She's a nice kid and all, but I haven't been in touch with them because I recently had a child of my own. My sister called me up and said her stepdaughter would be turning 8 soon and wanted to go to a private school. She reminded me that I told her I would always help her children out. True, but never did I think she would assume I would be helping her stepchildren out. Those children aren't related to me. She's really upset because she knows that I could afford it. But I personally am not out here to sponsor her stepkids and I told her that. Next thing I know her husband wants to have a beer with me and this loser tried telling me the benefits of having a blended family and that I should want that too. This guy is as big of an idiot as they come in my opinion, and I told him I wouldn't be sponsoring his daughter and he could do the best they can. I've just received a huge text and she's threatening to pull her nephew out of private school. I feel horrible and have no idea how to handle this. Too long did not read. My sister is threatening to take my nephew out of private school. You offered to help her first kid because she was a single mom. Not put all of her children through private school. If they want to send her to one, then daddy should foot the bill. She's his daughter and he's present. She's threatening her son's future to be petty. That's just so fucked up. She is threatening to remove her son from a private school that you pay for, in order to manipulate you into paying for her stepdaughter to go to private school as well. Depends on the route you want to go, but I'd call her bluff. It's both not your responsibility, don't fall to guilt tripping. Kids survive in public school just fine. Call her bluff. There was a very similar post with a nephew in high school last week. If she pulls him out, just save the money in a trust for him for when he goes to college instead. Boyfriend messages other girls. A few months ago I had a good friend but we're not friends anymore. Not because of this, my boyfriend would text her late at night asking to hang out. One time he asked how dark she was and asked for pictures, and mentioned something about a dildo. He admitted that he shouldn't have done that and it was a mistake and wouldn't happen again. Blah blah blah. Find out last night at 2 a.m. when he was staying at his parents' house and not at home with me that he messaged a girl asking her if her boobs were fake or real. I don't know what to do at this point. He doesn't know I know. Last time this happened and I showed him the screenshots he got mad at me. How do I start a conversation? How should I act when I get home from work? Ignore him and go to bed. Tell him I know. How should I do this? Or should I break up with him? Why is breaking up not your plan? What should you do? Break up with him. He doesn't know how to treat you with the respect you deserve from a partner. Based on your comments you are being niave and he's taking advantage of that. He's cheating on you. He doesn't care about you. You guys are not equals. Based on your comments it's not your house. It's his. He can get away with being mad at you for it because you refuse to leave. Sorry, I know it sucks, but this relationship should probably be done. Unless you like being with an unloyal partner. It's not far-fetched to assume he's either sexting others or straight up physically cheating on you. Your boyfriend doesn't like you very much and is actively looking to cheat. He's also comfortable disrespecting other women. You can't change how he treats you. Figure out what you need to do to get situated without him, financially, and do that. Don't beat a dead horse with him. He knows the difference between right and wrong and doesn't care. My girlfriend said she is hanging out with me out of pity. My girlfriend has been totally neglecting me and spending a lot of time with her friends and almost 9 with me. I vented to her about it and she said she will put in an effort. Anyway, we hung out today and I don't remember how it came up, but I said, it only feels like you're here instead of with her friends out of pity. To which she said, well, I felt bad about what you said so I'm here. I told her, I don't need her pity, and left. How did the girl that used to beg to see me now feel pity just to spend time with me? Essentially she didn't say I'm here because I want to spend time with you and miss you. It was more of a I felt bad about what you said so I'm here out of guilt. I'm so gutted and don't know what to do. It's always been me asking to see here as of late. Just act single. Don't cheat or anything but do whatever you do if she wasn't in your life. Do your own hobbies, hang with your own friends. How is she still your girlfriend? From your post and comments, your girlfriend neglects you, doesn't spend time with you, doesn't put in any effort, doesn't initiate hanging out, makes hanging out seem like a chore and obligation instead of something she actually wants to do, changes for a few days after you threaten to break up with her, then goes back to old habits. Sounds like your girlfriend doesn't like you very much. My advice is to date someone who actually likes you. I wonder if she'd even notice if you stopped reaching out to her. Boyfriend has made what I feel are rude comments about my appearance. My boyfriend and I started dating a year ago with a 2-month break in the middle. He said things to me such as, "You need to take a pregnancy test, after looking naked me up and down, your face looks dirty. I have acne. My teeth are straighter than yours." I know he said other smaller things, but the point is I can't help but let this get to me. He said the teeth comment today and I snapped a bit. He played it off as a joke and said I'm being sensitive because it came after we were telling each other we have bad morning breath. I just think there's a difference between telling your partner their breath isn't good and saying their teeth are more crooked than yours. Is it dramatic to feel like I want to break up with him? He knows how I feel and hasn't even said he's sorry. Is it dramatic to feel like I want to break up with him? Definitely not. He's got problems. Why did you bother to take him back in the first place? Surely you don't think that this is love. Imagine some random guy came up to you and said things like, "You need to take a pregnancy test," or "Your face looks dirty," or "My teeth are straighter than yours." How would you react? You'd be mad. You'd feel like shit. You'd think he was an ass. You'd might tell him to get lost or worse. You'd definitely want nothing to do with him. This is your boyfriend. You're not dramatic. He's deliberately trying to cut your self-esteem down so you stay with him. He's trying the abusive, no one else would take you. Walk away. Now. Dump the whole dude. Tell him he needs to learn how to talk to people and he needs to learn how to treat a lady. Especially if he wants her to touch his penis.